another topic I wanted to address. Are we done with the 90s?
In terms of what? This is a good one. In terms of what? Because we could be done with the 90s in a lot of areas here.
This time I'm going to dive into sports.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go here.
And is it time to admit now that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time?
No, it's not time to admit that, because we're not going to sit here and move like... What? Because you've been watching some clips on the Twitter. I know that's what you've been watching, some clips on Twitter.
They debunked him, bro.
No. You've been watching clips on Twitter.
They debunked him, though.
You've been watching clips on Twitter.
Okay. Well, they debunked him. Yes
and guess what? You can find those same clips for every player in the NBA.
No, but they generally debunked him because he is playing against... He's nowhere near playing against the level of competition LeBron's playing against.
No, but we know the level. We know the skill level when sports always rises.
Okay.
That's always the case.
But LeBron, everyone cusses LeBron for longevity, etc., etc., etc. But
so was LeBron playing against bums in 2000?
No.
Why not?
2000 was a far better era than the 90s.
Okay, so when Michael Jordan was playing in 2000, I know it was the back end of his career, and
yeah.
he was dropping 40 on the same bums.
He dropped 40 one game. Okay.
He was dropping 40. He was playing on bad knees first off.
Okay. And
he was dropping 40 and a bad Wizards.
But then you also got to respect. It's like, imagine us. Who could we say? Imagine us playing with Jason Roberts.
Yeah.
Pioneer, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to... He's like, oh my God, Jason Roberts, first Grenada. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to be like, oh, let's take him out.
No, you're not wrong. So in that case, just in that sense, are we done with the 90s? Yeah. We know football was a bit mad back in the days.
Yeah.
But them players, yeah, the Ronaldos, R9s, and them man, what are we saying then?
I think football and basketball, you can't compare the two sports.
Because I think football was better back. I think players-wise...
Football and basketball, you can't compare the two. Football, individually...
I think players were better back then.
Players were far better.
Mm.
But I think football now is balanced on the average.
Yeah, because everyone has to bring in the physical stance.
Yes, so I think everyone's balanced on the average. I think NBA, the whole game, has generally like improved tenfold. I don't think many players now, players back then, could play in the NBA now. At all. I don't think so.
Well.
Skill-wise,
you might be correct, but in terms of adaptation, you're gonna have to adapt your game to what the game is today.
Yeah.
So whereas there's a lot of 3-point shooters in the game today.
Yeah. You're forgetting that they did shorten the 3-point line for Michael for free.
They would say they shortened it for Michael Jordan. They shortened it because the NBA there was no one shooting threes.
They couldn't because
no one was shooting threes.
Skill-wise.
No, but no one was shooting threes. Steph Curry changed the NBA recently, you know. This is what we're fans understand.
But you got to be fitting. Ray Allen was a very good shooter. Like,
yeah, but Ray Allen also started shooting threes. He has like 700 less attempts than James Harden.
Yeah,
and James Harden's about to eclipse him, number 2 in threes.
Reggie Miller, like these are shooting threes. Obviously, they shortened it for Mike because Nike and the NBA. He was the. You need to forget that he was like...
Man said they shortened it for Michael Jordan.
Like, you had to respect Mike because it's like us as black brothers, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who could we go off? Can't say Pele. Who now? I don't think we've had one yet. But where they make the sport about that person.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, if we had like a Messi...
Like, you're talking about an R9. They made the sport about R9.
All right, cool. They made the sport about R9.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he never gave us what he did.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously injuries, etc.
Yeah.
He never gave us what it did. But have you noticed that ends always had that respect for R9?
Yeah.
Like, people are always putting R9. All right, for example, Ronaldinho.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to use Ronaldinho because this is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho, the ends will always... Ronaldinho will always have the people. Like, our love for Ronaldinho will never go. Do you know what I mean?
Thierry Henry.
Similar. Cool.
Yeah.
But we are never going to be able to say with full chest that Neymar is a better player than Ronaldinho.
Yeah, you're not really going to be able to say it.
Do you know what I mean? But we know Neymar is.
Yeah. Yes. You know, as an all-round player,
exactly.
Yeah. But that's a tough debate, you know.
Do you know what I mean? We know that it's like Mbappe on Henry. Mbappe, come on, is a better player than Henry.
Yeah.
But we can't.
I'm not saying that.
Do you know what I mean? You can't say that.
Yeah.
Because them and our goats, like leaders, Henry and that, they're the people that we saw first. Like, like he's really him. The Premier League was made for Henry. Like,
100%.
Like he's him. He's the face. Like Michael Jordan was really the face.
But Michael Jordan's still kind of the face of basketball.
That's what I mean. Ronaldinho is still the face of Brazilian football.
Yeah, but I feel like R9.
You saw, look how,
was the best.
Okay, cool. R9 was the best, but he didn't give us long enough. Ronaldinho, we saw it was like look how Ronaldinho came, was it Peckham he came?
Yeah, the man that was screaming.
That was Kaka, but I was like,
no, the man that was
screaming. Oh yeah, man that was screaming like,
yeah,
we were like hyenas, bro.
Yeah, when Ronaldinho come, the man.
I don't think they'll move like that for Neymar.
No.
They're like, Neymar, like respecting.
Because that's a nostalgia factor, though.
That's what I mean, and it's like, even players back then, they're not gonna say Neymar's better than Ronaldinho. Because Ronaldinho was like, this is Dino. Yeah. Some players just have that juice. So I
think R9 was better, is the best 100%. Brazilian player ever.
I think R9 probably would have been the best player ever.
No, but I feel like even if we take everyone's prime, okay, Neymar's longevity, and he's actually been sensational his whole career. Yeah, so he probably is.
And then again, all right, cool. And again, this is why the Neymar and thing debate, Neymar and LeBron debate goes perfectly, because Neymar really and truly had played with a lot of scrubs. LeBron plays with a lot of scrubs. Do you know what I mean? That Brazil team that Ronaldinho is in is probably one of the greatest teams ever.
You just said Neymar's player. You're talking about for international level.
International level.
Oh, okay. Yeah and no.
Brother, he's had one World Cup where Fred's up front. Do you know what I mean? Another World Cup where
this is the Brazil. No.
Richarlison's up front.
Yeah, no, but this is the Brazilian Federation picking these players. But they have better strike. They had better strikers to pick these times. At them times, they're starting. First off, Jesus, I know he don't score goals like that, but he's a better striker than Richarlison.
Okay.
You're not starting your better players.
Okay.
You got a top 3 player in the world. Remember, international is different. Mm-hmm. You have to just get the players around the world that you can get.
Hey, you need to deep that he's playing with. Cool, but Neymar, he's playing with Thiago Silva. He's 106.
Yeah, still a player.
Great, all to footballing great, but do you know what I mean? It's not really mood of Neymar. It's like, Neymar carry me. It's like LeBron carry me. Neymar's backup dancer was who? Vinicius Jr.
Yeah,
he was young.
Okay,
very young. Same like Kyrie. He goes to LeBron.
No. See, this is where you, because you're a LeBron apologist, I ain't letting you get away with this madness. Because listen, LeBron, has for his first, when he went to the NBA Finals the first time, when he was against the Spurs, and he had Vera Zhao and Danny Green and all them, man, I understand. That's when he was carrying a bunch of bums.
The Cavs, yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool. That's when he was carrying the Cavs the first time.
Yeah.
He went to the Heat. He weren't carrying no bums at the Heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
He went 2011, we give him, 2011, LeBron, no excuse.
LeBron ain't had a bad team.
No excuse. But we're going to talk about, hold on, wait. Don't try it. Because we're going to talk about that Dallas team. Everyone says, Dallas. Like he didn't sweep Kobe the round before that.
Yeah, but what are you trying to say here?
Okay, but if people just talk about LeBron, if we're going to do that, we've got to talk about Kobe then, because Kobe got swept as well.
No.
In that series. But
no.
Because people do try to put Kobe over LeBron, which is, I think, is very disrespectful. As much as I love Kobe. Great, yeah. But again, all right, so 2012 won, 2013 won, 2014 lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, and he should have lost to the Spurs in 2013. Ray Allen saved his bacon.
He didn't save his bacon. LeBron averaged 30.
I'm just saying, Ray Allen saved his bacon.
He didn't save his bacon. Come on,
he saved him. He
didn't save his bacon.
I love LeBron.
He hit one shot, bro.
I love LeBron. I have to be the
he hit one shot.
Correct mediator.
Yeah.
Because you got
he hit one shot. He hit one shot.
And guess what? The one shot has changed the trajectory of his career.
All right, cool. Hit one shot. Okay. 2014, we're going to talk about LeBron was incredible.
Okay.
But Wade and Bosch. Wade was ill and Bosch was horrendous.
Oh, okay.
No. We're not going to lie. You watched basketball, so I know you watched the finals.
Yeah, you're right. They were horrendous. I watched every game.
2015.
Yeah.
Golden State.
Yeah.
Cool. 2016. Unreal Golden State. Obviously, the 3-1 comeback.
Yeah.
2017. Avengers.
Okay.
Okay, Michael Jordan's never played a competition close to that.
Okay.
It's like Neymar, do you know what I mean? Neymar's tough.
Carry on.
2018, the best year any basketball player has ever had, ever. LeBron, 2018 LeBron, probably the best basketball player of all time. When it was him alone. Now, don't tell me that was alone. He scored 50 and J.R. Smith starts doing his mad thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously 2020. But people act like, he's got to 6 finals. No, he's got to 10 finals, lost 6. But so if he lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, would that have made him a better player because he didn't lose the 6 finals?
I'm not saying that if he lost in the Eastern Conference, that would have made him a better player. I'm just saying you can't say that he didn't do this with anyone because he had. We said for the first run back when he was 22, 23 at the Cavs, he had Vera Zhao, Danny Green, them man, yeah. When he moved on to the Heat, he had a squad and a serious squad at it. It was a big three. It was the first time we've seen a proper big three like that.
No, it's not.
A big three.
No, it's not the first time I've seen a big three.
A proper big three.
No. Let me tell you why.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I know you're going to say Michael Jordan's name as well. Okay.
Michael Jordan was a big three of Pippen, Rodman, and thing, but we had a three. What? Pippen and Rodman. That weren't a big three. Stop it, man.
Come on.
They were the super team, bro.
Come on, be serious.
They were the super team, bro.
Be serious. Dennis Rodman won. He was a rebound and a defensive machine.
Okay, so we're not going to give Dennis Rodman his props, but we're giving Draymond his props.
What do you mean? Draymond does more than Dennis Rodman does.
Bro, see, are we doing? That's what we're doing.
But that's what we're doing. Yes, we're doing that.
God.
But go on, carry on.
Okay, cool.
Carry on.
We had a big three anyway. Cause we had KG, we had Paul Pierce, and we had Rajon Rondo.
Okay, but they weren't including Rajon Rondo in that big three. They were including Ray Allen in the big three.
So you had Ray Allen. There we go.
I'm just saying.
Okay, cool. So we had Ray Allen. Cool. So there's another big three for you.
Yeah.
So what the first time you had a big three? There was it?
Well, that wasn't that wasn't the big. Okay. So if we want to go big three off of superstars, yeah. Bosch was a superstar. Bosch before he came from Toronto, was it? Yeah, he came from Toronto. He had even dreads back then. He had the cane rolls. Yeah. He came from Toronto to the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. LeBron left the Cavs to the Heat. Dwayne Wade has already won a championship there.
Yeah.
With the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finals MVP as well. Yeah. And he's gone there. And he's there already. That is 3 stars. 2 superstars. I'm not going to call Chris Bosh a superstar.
Yeah, okay.
3 star. 1 otherworldly star, LeBron.
Yeah.
Superstar in Dwayne Wade. And star.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
We ain't seen that. We didn't see that until then.
All right, so you have Paul Pierce. You had the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
KG.
Yeah. The best player. KG is probably the best player. KG's the best player on that team.
Yeah. And you had Ray Allen.
Yeah. And then you had a young Rajon Rondo.
Okay.
You had a bad head coach. I'm not making excuses. LeBron dominated them as well.
It's true.
By himself.
Yeah.
But he also had pieces. We're not going to sit around.
I'm not saying they had pieces.
You moving like he's been playing with bums his whole life. That's what
I'm just saying. He had Kyrie for 1 year.
What do you mean for 1 year?
Yeah,
he traded Andrew Wiggins a year. He got there. Andrew Wiggins was the first pick in the draft when LeBron moved back to the Cavs. Yeah. He traded him to Minnesota to get Kevin Love there.
Yeah.
So Kevin Love was a perennial all-star at the time. He was
Kevin
an all-star.
Love was, but
Kyrie's an all-star.
Yeah.
LeBron's an all-star.
But let's be
LeBron's
realistic here.
more than an all-star.
All right, but it weren't Minnesota K-Love that we grew up watching.
Because you're playing with LeBron, you got to change the way you play.
You know what I mean? And LeBron's a pass-first guy, so K-Love should have been averaging 20 like he was doing.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying
he wasn't average. He wasn't bad.
He weren't bad. Yeah, he wasn't bad. He weren't bad. Must be the bell. Freaking out! Someone turned up. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't bad, but I just feel like LeBron and Neymar go hand in hand. I think it's like LeBron and Messi, really. I just look at LeBron like Messi.
Look, I'm here for your debate. And I understand where you're coming from. But I just don't think that you can say that you're done with the 90s of sports because of what you've seen on social media. Because Michael Jordan was still dominant, and he was dominant in his era.
We won't talk about Michael Jordan on steroids anyway. But
here we go again. You have to be dominant in your era. At the end of the day, you can only play against who's in front of you.
True.
So if you're the greatest player in that era, and that was the greatest, you're the greatest time. You played against those players, and you were the greatest then. What do you want them to do? And in the top 10 debate, in the top 10 of all time, why are we only seeing people from the 90s? More time.
Nostalgia.
No, but
because if we're being real,
okay,
top 10, if we're playing players that have to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
KD's got to be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yes. Steph has got to be in the top 10.
Steph is in the top 10.
Yeah. Steph's got to be in the top 10.
KD maybe not, but Steph is in the top 10.
Okay. So you have Kobe's top 10.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
So where's all the 90s players here? Because who else you add in?
What do you mean? So we're going to go MJ.
Cool. No. LeBron.
No. I'm telling you who you said the 90s players. LeBron ain't the 90s.
Okay, I thought you were doing your top 10 in a row.
MJ's going to number 1 anyway. But you got MJ.
Weird.
You got MJ. Because we're including 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Magic. We got Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Are you including Larry in there? You got Kareem.
You leave it at that. It's done.
Oh my God.
It's done now. Where else are we going with this?
So 4 of the top 10 in the 90s. 80s and 90s, basically.
Yeah.
And then you have 6 from outside of there.
Yeah.
You got Tim Duncan, Kobe.
Shaq.
Sorry, when did Kobe get drafted?
When was Kobe great?
I'm just asking you.
97, was it? 98?
I'm asking you. So does that count?
No.
So when did Shaq... Because you know Shaq, 90s player as well.
When was Shaq at his best?
Shaq is in the 90s though, bro.
When was Shaq in his best?
What do you mean?
With a peak.
Did you not see Shaq at the Orlando Magic?
When was Shaq
did you see when Shaq went to LA and started putting on weight and said, "I'm just the most dominant man." Well, okay, he was sensation. If Shaq was Shaq from the Orlando Magic his whole career, everyone says that brother would probably go down as one of the best players. Not one of the best, but he is one of the best players. Yeah, but top 3 of all time.
Okay, cool. But Shaq, when we think of Shaq, we think the noughties.
Well,
you do.
Well,
you do.
Well, Orlando Magic times when he was playing against Jordan and Jordan dominated him.
Okay, but when you think of Shaq,
I'm just letting you know Jordan dominated Shaq.
Okay,
that was a man that went on to be one in the top 10.
Okay,
Jordan dominated Penny Hardaway.
Why is Penny Hardaway in this conversation?
I'm just because he was the next big thing.
Okay, no,
you can only play against who you can play against.
Okay, cool. We're not doing this.
I'm just saying to you, my brother.
We're not doing this because we're going to talk. What we're going to say? All the big men in the 90s are better than the big men now.
No.
Okay, cool.
No, we're not going to do that.
Just making sure you're not insane.
We're not going to do that.
Cool, just making sure you're not insane.
No, because the big men now are more skilled.
Okay, cool. We're just making sure you weren't insane.
I'm just letting you know that you can't kill the 90s.
I am, because I'm also taking out. I'm taking out Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
And doing what with them?
I'm putting Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo in there.
You see this? When I clip this up, this is going viral. Because there's no way on God's green earth you've told me you're putting Giannis and Jokic in over Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm. I'm done with the nostalgia, broski.
No, it's not being done with the nostalgia.
Yes.
So where are you putting LeBron? Where are you putting Michael Jordan in your list? Now I really want to know.
You can go 1B.
So he's 1B. So Michael Jordan's still 1.
No, I'm joking. He's 2.
So Michael Jordan's still number 2, but 90s is done.
You're done with the 90s. I'll tell you why. So why he's my number 2. He makes unbelievable trainers.
Oh, okay. Forget the trainers. Because we're not putting Michael Jordan in this. We're talking about basketball debate. So why is Michael Jordan number 2? Where's Michael Jordan for you if it's not for the trainers?
Freaking hell.
I'm waiting. Because here, I'm going to hear something ridiculous.
I think about it. What I've seen. LeBron. Kobe.
You're putting Kobe in over Michael Jordan, even though Kobe stole all of Michael Jordan's
moves. I don't give a dash.
Oh, okay.
Start saying the Cruyff term, blood.
Brother.
It's like saying the Cruyff term.
A man has stole every single one of his moves.
Okay, and it's like enhancing a Cruyff turn. Now we see now we see in the McGeady spin off a Cruyff turn. Do you know what I mean? We see, you know what I mean? Like stuff's supposed to be like, it's supposed to like, you get on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we got a double evolves over the time.
Now we got a double Cruyff. Do you know what I mean, man? Like, do you know what I mean? Now we got a double thing. Like, we move on, brother.
So you're having Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
I don't think Kobe Bryant's in my top 5.
Crazy. Then I have TD.
Who?
Timothy.
Tim Duncan. Yeah, that's a good top 5 pick.
Yeah.
100%. Best power forward of all time.
Mm-hmm. Then maybe Mike.
So yeah, Michael Jordan 4th.
I think about who I've watched. I'm not really watched Mike like that. You know what I mean? I'm going off, like I said, we were going off the old heads, what they were saying, and now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but
because KD might be ahead of Michael.
But what you've done is watch the terrible clips on Twitter, the 2-minute clips from a 15 to 15-year career. How can you watch 2 minutes from a 15-year career?
It wasn't just 2-minute clips. It was 2 minutes of straight footage of the NBA finals of this year. So it was like 2 minutes straight basketball. Okay. And I'm not just saying Michael Jordan alone. I'm saying the whole 90s. Some of the players I was seeing in that, I was like, is this prison ball?
But I can show you the same thing that happens in today's basketball.
You cannot show me 2 minutes of straight garbage.
Have you watched the Detroit Pistons?
Have
you watched the Pistons?
But they're the worst team in the league. These are meant to be the 2 best teams in the league,
bro. I've watched some terrible games between good teams.
You ain't.
I have.
You ain't.
I have.
Pure hoopers now, bro.
No,
everyone's pure hoopers.
No, everyone can shoot.
Everyone's pure hoopers, bro.
Everyone can shoot.
Do you know what I mean?
And people that can't shoot try to shoot.
Carl Kuzma's averaging 23 in the 90s.
No, he's not.
He is.
What's he averaging now?
I don't even
Doesn't even average 23 in today's game.
See,
this is the thing. You can't say a man like that averaging anything.
Sorry.
But you could be done with the 90s. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm done with it, man.
I'm just saying that for sports, you got to just have the contrast. You can only play against who you play against. Because in 20 years' time, what are they going to be saying? That LeBron was playing against bums.
No, but what you going to say is, obviously we know advanced medicine, blah, 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 but if the game moves on, the game moves on. We have to accept it. I'm one of them. I accept it.
I've accepted the game's moved on.
Yeah.
But it's like accepting, yes, you know what, you're not wrong in that sense. The game does move on. But in 20 years, are we going to have the same conversation then? But you said no.
I think very highly. I think it's very possible that we're going to have this conversation.
Oh, so that LeBron, we're going to be calling LeBron a bum in 20 years.
We're not going to call LeBron a bum because LeBron's got the full package. We've seen his full game. We've clocked Michael's weaknesses.
Oh, okay.
LeBron's got no weakness.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're going to say early year, but we're going to look at year 21 and be like, this is him in his 21st year, absolutely frying motherfuckers. Do you know what I mean?
I've heard some sports takes from you in my time, but this one's crazy. Yeah,